Well, I love Tito Puente. I love vodka. And the problem is with Wanda. She's my sister.
The creators of the Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams, are defending its release in light of the news about the former talk show host's diagnosis with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Filming for the documentary commenced in August 2022, following the cancellation of the Wendy Williams show. The documentary features distressing footage of Wendy, including scenes where producers highlight the absence of food in her refrigerator, as well as instances of her manager, jeweler Will Selby, raising his voice at her. Wendy's ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, is now disclosing details about the ailing TV personality, alleging that the documentary producers, in collaboration with certain members of Wendy's family, are exploiting the troubled star. Wendy was placed under the care of guardianship attorney Sabrina Morrissey by court order in early 2022 after a financial advisor at Wells Fargo filed a guardianship petition. Morrissey attempted unsuccessfully to block the documentary's release just before its premiere on February 24th. Producers Mark Ford and Erica Hansen of Where is Wendy Williams told The Hollywood Reporter that although the Lifetime movie initially set out to document Wendy's comeback with a new podcast, they were not informed of her dementia diagnosis until much later. Ford claims they were informed that the media personality had experienced a setback during filming and was receiving treatment for alcohol addiction. Following the resumption of filming, Ford stated that Wendy appeared sober and in good health for a period. However, as time passed, the production team became increasingly concerned about Wendy's well-being if filming were to cease, especially after observing her cognitive decline. "We just happened to be there every day seeing the reality of the situation," said Ford, "and we just put the camera on it and captured it." He added that, as they began to suspect that something other than alcohol was causing Wendy's issues, they started asking more questions. Shouldn't there be somebody here more often? Shouldn't there be somebody filling a refrigerator and checking in on her on a daily basis? When asked if they had contacted Morrissey, Hansen disclosed that she was unable to reach Wendy's court-appointed guardian. No. She wouldn't take my calls," Hansen explained. "There were occasions where we genuinely felt that if we stopped filming, what would happen?" Ford mentioned that the producers had not spoken to Wendy since she was admitted to a treatment facility in April 2023 following her diagnosis. Wendy's sister, Wanda Williams, agreed to act as Wendy's guardian but claims that Morrissey was appointed by the court regardless, and the family is unaware of Wendy's current treatment location. However, they assert that Wendy does reach out to them and appears to be healthier than portrayed in the documentary. "I hope the people that instituted this guardianship will watch the film and see for themselves what Wendy's situation was," said Ford, "and perhaps this is a cautionary tale moving forward about how to prevent this from happening to other people." Wendy's Lifetime documentary attracted millions of viewers, surpassing the highly popular special featuring Gypsy Rose Blanchard just days after her publicist criticized the exploitation of the TV icon. According to the network, the two-night documentary special, titled Where is Wendy Williams, has achieved record viewership. Lifetime reports that the documentary garnered an average of 1.2 million viewers over the 2 nights, with an impressive total of 6.2 million viewers across linear and digital platforms. Remarkably, the Wendy documentary surpassed the viewership numbers for the prison confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard among those who watched it live or on the same day. The latter had previously set a record with an average of 1.1 million viewers per night over 6 nights. Lifetime asserts that this latest documentary is their most watched since the release of the 4-part Janet Jackson documentary in January 2022. These revelations come shortly after Wendy's publicist criticized the Lifetime documentary that the famous TV personality had agreed to. Sean Zanotti, who has been Wendy's publicist since 2021, accused the series producers of exploiting her. Zanotti claimed that Wendy believed the filming was focused on her career comeback, only to find that filmmakers captured a narrative leading to her downfall. Speaking to NBC News, Zanotti expressed his concerns about the making of Where is Wendy Williams, stating, "I felt that Williams was being exploited. She thought we were focusing on the comeback of her career. She would be mortified. There's no way you can convince me that she would be okay with looking and seeing herself in that way." Despite initially supporting her participation in the documentary, Zanotti now asserts, "I would never let Wendy put her name and brand on the line like that, ever. She's an icon, "It's not the story we signed up for, and I feel lied to," he added. "It's so difficult for me to even watch." Wendy would be mortified 2 days before the documentary's release. It was revealed that Wendy had been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and primary progressive aphasia. Zanotti claims that the production company Creature Films and E1 Television approached her with the documentary in 2022. This production company had also worked on the 2021 documentary about Wendy Williams. What a chaotic situation. Initially, Zanotti stated that Wendy was enthusiastic about participating in the documentary to share her story. However, Zanotti expressed disappointment with the narrative that aired, stating that it was not the project Wendy had agreed to. "That is not the project that Williams signed up for. That's not the project the producers brought to me. That's not what I told her this was going to be about," Zanotti claims, adding, "There were a lot of good moments. None of those good moments were shown." The filmmakers have claimed they were unaware of Wendy's diagnosis during production. Showrunner Erica Hansen told Today, "Some days Wendy was on and very Wendy. Other days she wasn't. We all felt this was a complex and sensitive story to tell, and we all felt a great responsibility to do it with dignity and sensitivity." However, Zanotti does not believe the producers would have halted production, even if they had known about her health condition. "I don't think the diagnosis would have stopped them at all. The producers were asking questions throughout the entire time, would ask questions where she would somewhat seem confused, and I feel as though it was done to be intentional at that moment in time to make their storylines," Zanotti said. Again, this was presented as a documentary to her, but to me it looked as though it was a reality show of a circus to her downfall, she added. A lawsuit filed by Sabrina Morrissey, Wendy's guardian, was sealed on the day the TV icon's dementia diagnosis was disclosed. The lawsuit aimed to prevent the documentary from airing, but a judge dismissed it, citing the First Amendment. Zanotti claims she expressed her concerns about the production to Morrissey during filming and alleges that the production company was aware of her objections. However, she alleges that her concerns were ignored by the production team. "Instead of them dealing with it with me, they decided to ignore me," Zanotti claimed. "They ignored me from that moment, and I never heard from them again." She also believes she was portrayed inaccurately in the documentary, except for a scene where she was admonished by Wendy, asserting that there were subsequent great, beautiful moments that were not depicted. This controversy arises after Wendy's brother, Tommy Williams, stated that his sister is confined in a treatment facility and desires her release. The 59-year-old TV personality is currently undergoing treatment for frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, reportedly induced by alcohol, in an undisclosed facility in New York, where she has reportedly been since April 2023. "I know she is in a difficult situation and we are working to improve it. Her family is here, and we believe she doesn't need to be in a facility. We are here to support her," he told Us Weekly. "All I want is for her to have freedom. We have a father who would love to see her," he added. He also expressed frustration with the inability to see her, stating to the publication, "We're dealing with uncertainties. We simply want to be able to check in with her. I would fly up to New York, but where would I go? No one has any information." Tommy added that communication with the TV host has been challenging. "We can't communicate unless someone connects us," he revealed. "We wait for calls. I wait for calls from Wendy or my sister, or whoever she can reach first, and then we can all get together on the call. It feels like forever since I last saw my sister. It's because of the people she is surrounded by. You can't leave. You're part of a program. It's the one thing that is holding her back from communicating, traveling, and doing all the things she enjoys." The Star's care team announced her diagnosis of aphasia and frontotemporal dementia in a press release. They stated that Wendy underwent various medical tests before receiving the diagnosis, which was made back in 2023. While Tommy did not appear in the documentaries, Wendy's son, Kevin Hunter Jr., and her sister, Wanda Williams, participated. In one scene, Kevin mentioned that his mother's medical team believed her drinking was starting to affect her mental state and brain. "So I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia," he concluded. Tommy revealed that there was naturally some concern among Wendy's family regarding her drinking habits. It was obvious that she was drinking. She was alone, and her mental state, after being divorced and losing her mother, combined with alcohol, was not a good mix, he shared, referring to Wendy's divorce from ex-husband Kevin Hunter Sr. in 2020 and the death of her mother, Shirley Williams, in the same year. She was very upset about losing her mother and very sad. Tommy added that despite her challenges, the family is determined to support her and provide whatever she needs. Wendy recently spoke out about her health diagnosis for the first time in a statement issued a few days ago. "I want to express my immense gratitude for the love and kind words I've received after sharing my diagnosis of aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Let me say, wow, your response has been overwhelming," she shared in a statement released to the Associated Press. "The messages shared with me have touched me, reminding me of the power of unity and the need for compassion," Wendy concluded her statement, writing, "I continue to need personal space and peace to thrive. Please know that your positivity and encouragement are deeply appreciated." In the past, Wendy's close friend criticized the TV host's legal guardian, alleging that the woman responsible for her care failed to provide her with access to food, while also expressing doubts about Wendy's recent dementia diagnosis. Wendy was placed under legal guardianship in May 2022 after her bank reported concerns that she may not be of sound mind and could be susceptible to financial exploitation. However, one of Wendy's longtime friends, Regina Schell, who has known her since they were both 13 years old, has now spoken out against her guardian. During a recent interview on Chris Cuomo's News Nation program, Regina claimed that Wendy had no control over her finances and had to seek permission from Sabrina for any purchases, including meals. Regina alleged that this situation sometimes resulted in Wendy going long periods without eating, prompting Regina to order food from afar out of concern. "When I was in New York staying with Wendy over the summer, I noticed she couldn't access her money," Regina shared. "Every time she needed to make a purchase, she had to go through the guardian. So, who is telling the truth? Is it her family, her guardian, her friend, or her ex-husband? Eventually, the truth will be revealed." That concludes our segment for today. Until next time, thank you for watching.